I grew up in about the middle of the country, in about the middle of the 20th century, and in about the middle of the middle class. I never saw a grown-up on a bicycle when I was a kid. Then we had this thing called the Bike Centennial, where a lot of people promoted it, where you want to ride your bike across America. I was piqued. Something on a cereal box just made me curious about bikes. So I bought a $50 cheap 10-speed and started riding. I started out by touring, but when I went to college, I was living by bike. I had no car. And after about 2 months at school, I saw a poster for a bike race. I registered. I couldn't believe it. I thought there were thousands of people there. I don't even know how many were there. Somehow, in one of the most exciting days of my life, I got to 13th. I was terrified, fascinated, amazed, but I was hooked. Initially, I was into racing. I got to go all over North America, even got to go race at a crazy high level in Spain. But I also became enchanted by all the different ways that bicycling could make our planet a better place. I spent some time as a mainstream journalist, but on the side, I was putting together a career in cycling. And with that, I became a cycling journalist. First for some magazines. I started my own magazine called The Ride Magazine, which was a regional publication. I worked for some of the big national titles as well. Then I got picked up by the Outdoor Life Network to do some television commentary. From that, I became a race announcer. I got to go all over the world. I was a national championship, World Cups. I also got to be at the World Championships as the first English announcer the UCI hired. All of that was cool. But those days of bike packing, utility riding, commuting, touring, that was still right there. I never lost my passion for advocacy. I would later get involved with PeopleForBikes and work with a guy named Tim Johnson on a ride on Washington going to the National Bike Summit, and I became the executive director of MassBike. All of this was amazing. I developed quite a bit of notoriety nationally, but especially in the Northeast, which I love. And I was picked by best buddies to help them with their charity rides. I spent nearly 2 decades working for this amazing charity founded by Anthony Kennedy Shriver. And in doing that, I developed this program called the Domestique program. We worked on 3 things to make riders, 1, feel like they were safe, 2, feel like they belong, 3, feel like they matter. That's the 3 ingredients. And this became such a great program, we created the safest bike rides, maybe even in the entire planet. And even Tour de France riders commented on how safe and how smooth our rides were compared to other charity rides. That Domestique program is what got the interest of Jeff Glassman at Jeff Glassman Injury Lawyers. That's why he tapped me to come and help us to help you feel safer on roadways throughout Massachusetts and especially the Northeast. Working with Peter Chung, I can now tell some great stories on ways to empower people that have been victims of reckless motorists. I've been there. I know how daunting the system can be. From the police officers' reports, to the judicial system, to the insurance companies. I get it. But working with Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, we get to be your domestique. I'm coming onto the team to help you feel like you've got coverage. We have been there. We are your domestique. We ride, we get it, we're with you.